Louisa, I'm going to just share with you something I've been working on with my Matwork classes over the last week or so. So we're going to go through the component parts and then how you might want to thread this together. So our focus is really on sort of upper back mobility. So seated would be great. I'm just perching on the edge of the Cadillac here. Perhaps you can perch on a chair at home. Legs towards right angle-ish shape, they're hip width, perhaps they're a little wider than hip width if that suits your hips. Try to stack up the ankles with your knees and be actively pressing feet into the floor. That perhaps helps you sit a little taller. Plant those sit bones down, soften the shoulders, search for length through the spine, coming into your breath and beginning to gently connect to your center. So the first movement we'll do will just be a sort of gentle hug and release, so a little flexion and possibly extension of the spine. It may be that you perhaps just do one element of that, not both, if that's what suits you better. So you can start to find that sense of length. Next time you breathe out, I'm going to just start to very gently round the spine and bring my arms into this hug type shape. Inhale, I'm going to open, perhaps you shine your gaze and breastbone up again. So just exhale, slight rounding, slight C curve or cat. Try not to tense up too much through those shoulders. Opening up as you inhale. Okay, I'm going to do just a few of these. You could spend longer on these. The other movement we'll do is just a side reach, a lateral flexion of the spine. So still sat nice and tall, arms can be down by your side. We'll inhale, glide one arm up, exhale up and over. Breath into there as you stack back up again. Good. Just a couple. Get things moving, searching for length. And the other movement that we'll do is a rotation of the upper back. So you might prefer to have hands across chest. You might prefer to have hands to shoulders, elbows soft. We'll inhale, find that sense of length. Exhale, gently rotate ribs, neck and head. And then we'll inhale to gather back to the center. So you're not forcing around, you're initiating that movement from the rib cage, neck and head are following. Great. Maybe one more of those to each side. And then release when you next come back to the center. If you have a band or a scarf that you wanted to use, you could grab that now, otherwise it's not essential. So I've just got a band with quite light resistance. I'm going to hold it wide shoulder width apart, keep the arms long, collarbones wide. So slight sense of pulling that band apart. If you don't have a band, just imagine that you have, and we'll just float the arms up. So let's just start to float the arms up. Next time you breathe out, center. Soften shoulders if you need to, so the neck and head should feel free, and we'll lower that down on an inhale. So just find your range and rhythm here. And for now, we're keeping the spine pretty steady and just finding where it suits your shoulders. So if all of those pieces we've briefly covered suit you, we're just going to try and pop them together. So I'm going to float the arms up, just find your breath and gentle connection to your center throughout. And a side reach over a little, slightly round that spine as I head to a side reach to the other side. Bring yourself back up into the middle. Some of you might want to sort of head towards a little extension there, otherwise you're back in your start position. And then we'll try and go the other way. So I'm side reaching over, slightly rounding, coming into that side reach, and then back to the midline. Perhaps you're adding your extension. And then we'll just do a couple more of those, so just swirling around, but with control, and see how you find that motion. Okay, when you're next back in the center, it's going to release the arms down, take a little wiggle through those shoulders, and pop your band down. It might be you prefer to stay with the version we just did. I'm going to just mention another possibility for you, where we bring the arms up, just bring them behind your head. So I've got the thumbs at the base of my hairline, elbows, shoulders soft, and I'm trying to use the hands to really pull that head up, and I'm lightly pressing the head into the hands. Whilst just doing a couple of shrugs and releases of those shoulders, so you want the shoulder blades just to be softening down the back. And you could do the exact same movement pattern in this position, but you're really searching for that sense of length through the crown of the head throughout. So you'd head over to your side reach, slightly rounding forward back to that side reach, possibly extending, possibly neutral, and then you'd swirl around the other way. See how that feels. Great, just find your own breath to keep that sense of the head pressing into the hands rather than the hands pressing the head forward. And just pausing back in the center once you're ready. Soften through the shoulders, release the arms, let them trickle down. Take any wiggles that you need, and I hope that feels really good just to mobilize that upper back, neck and head and your shoulders. Let me know how you get on and have a lovely day. Thank you.